everyone, Mrs. Black here. Today we are going to do the Iodine Clock Lab. There's two parts to this lab. The first lab, we are going to test how concentration affects the rate of reaction. So for this lab, we are going to use a 0.1 molar solution of potassium iodate. But in order to test concentration, we're going to do a series of dilutions and see how increasing the concentration affects the reaction rate. So in this graduated cylinder, for trial number 1, I have 2 milliliters of potassium iodate, and I'm going to add that to my beaker. To dilute it, I am going to add 14 milliliters of water. So now what we're going to do is add solution B to the beaker, and we are going to record the time that it takes for our solution to turn dark blue. That's it. For trial 2, we're going to repeat the same steps, but for trial 2, we are going to increase the concentration. So I'm going to add 4 milliliters of potassium iodate and dilute it with 12 milliliters of water. We're always keeping our volume constant at 16 milliliters. Again, I'm going to add solution B, and we're going to record the time that it takes for our solution to turn dark blue. For the last trial for concentration, I'm going to use 8 milliliters of potassium iodate, and we're going to dilute it with 8 milliliters of deionized water. Adding solution B. For the second part of this lab, we are going to test how temperature affects reaction rate. When we're testing the different factors, it's important that we only vary one factor at a time. If we were to change the concentration and the temperature and the reaction went faster, we wouldn't know if it went faster because the concentration changed or the temperature changed. So for part 2, the concentration is going to be the same for all 3 trials. I have my 3 beakers set up already. And in each of these 3 beakers, I have 4 milliliters of potassium iodate and 12 milliliters of water. They're all going to have the same concentration. For trial number 1, I have my beaker in an ice bath. So the first thing that I'm going to do is record the temperature. You're going to need to record this temperature in your data table. The temperature of solution A is 8.1 degrees Celsius. Now I'm going to add solution B, and we'll record the time that it takes to turn dark blue. For trial 2, we're going to do the same reaction, but we're going to do it at room temperature. So again, I'll start by taking the temperature of solution A, 21.5 degrees Celsius, 21.5 degrees Celsius. I'll add solution B, and again, record the time that it takes for the solution to turn dark blue. For the last trial for temperature, I am heating my solution A on a hot plate. So I'll start by taking the temperature, and the temperature is 39.6 degrees Celsius. 39.6 degrees Celsius. We'll add solution B, record the time that it takes to turn dark blue. All right, that is it for the Iodine Clock Lab.